Hey guys, it's ArchieLuxury, the pontiff on the Paul Pluta channel. Quick wristwatch check. Panic? No! Rolex! Hi guys, ArchieLuxury. Go to f2bbs.com, www.f2bbs.com, the last bastion of free speech on the interweb. That's right guys, I want you to go to www.f2bbs.com. That's right, I want you to go there. You can, this is a great site to fight against all sorts of nastiness by posting on f2bbs.com, the last bastion of free speech on the interweb. Go there, guys. Hey guys, ArchieLuxury on the ArchieLuxury Paul Pluta channel, doing a paid review 21 QA 26. This is for Peter. Before we start this paid review, let's do a quick wristwatch check. What am I wearing today? Rolex Submariner date. This is the new 41 mil. Hi Paul, since your last review of my collection, 20A32, I have retired my Rolex Submariner 1984 gift from Mum and gifted my IWC Caliber 89 to my daughter. I decided to add the Patek Calatrava 5115J that we discussed last time to my Saxonia Thin 211, 032 and Breguet 5140. As you can tell, I favor simple 2 or 3 hand manual movements without a date window. If you need to know the date, just ask my butler. Just kidding. The date window screws up the symmetry of watch faces, in my humble opinion. I can't afford complications. Royal Oaks and Nautiluses are frankly unattractive and overpriced. Sorry, Mr. Denter. I refuse to be part of the Rolex scrum. I have the one Rolex that matters to me and have closed that door. 40 mil diameter fits me well. I have since acquired 3 new dress watches. A Lange and Son. Richard Lange, give me a reference number, 232032RG. A Lange and Son Saxonia Automatic 380.028. White gold. Sorry, I don't know if that's white gold. Vacheron Patrimony 81180, rose gold, blue dial. I could not resist the blue dial. These watches have been purchased used with box and papers. Box and papers is a good way to go there. You want to get box and papers if you can. I think it's nice to have, especially papers. Papers you cannot get again. From European Watches in Boston and David SW in Orlando. And he sent me a link. Below is a link to my collection. Okay. Do not post the link. Okay, thank you. Okay, fair enough. And he says, what does he say here? He says, there are AP Jules Audemars I should consider adding. What else from Patek or Lange would be on my radar? For your information, I'm perfectly content to stop at 6 watches. A Patek annual calendar has attracted my attention, but as I said, I can't afford complication. Your thoughts are appreciated. Peter in America. Peter in America. So firstly, Peter, thank you. Thank you for your service. Now, I gotta say, Peter, this is an interesting situation. You've got a few interesting models here. And it's always the dilemma when you know, I've got the same problem. I got 5 Pateks the paddocks I really want are super expensive, and that's a bit of a bummer. It's a bit of a bummer. But what do I think there? So he's gifted a few things around. He's done a few things. He's been very active there. So I'm happy with that. I'm very, very happy. Okay, let me see here. Peter, I gotta tell you, man, I think it's a good thing you're sharing the hobby with the daughter there. That's a great way to go there. Okie dokie. So it's some interesting watches indeed. Okay. So let me have a bit of a sticky here. Peter, I gotta tell you, where is this here? This here is, where is it? Where is he? Sent me this thing. I'm just trying to find you can never find something when someone sent it to you, can you? It's always the case. This is always what happens. So I gotta say, you've got some very nice ensemble of watches. You've sent me some pics there. So let's have a look here. So, I think you got some. So let's just go through this list here. We've got this list here. So we've got the Rolex Submariner put away. I love the Subby date. I'm wearing one as I review your collection. You have got the Patek 5115J. Now this is an interesting model there because it uses the similar case to the World Time 5110 and the 5107 and the 5127. The thing is, this is a little bit more conservative. It's got the hobnail bezel. And it's also got times the Romans, the font, the Romans, times Roman, it's got the Roman numerals, and it's also got no date. So this is it's actually a watch I quite admire. Quite admire this piece itself there. Then you've got the Saxonia, the Breguet 5140, beautiful. That's a beautiful watch that there. Okay, so you've acquired the three dress watches you got were the Lange Saxonia automatic, beautiful. I tell you what, they really do make some amazing stuff. You've got to really appreciate that. I think you've got to understand Lange itself there. What a brand, man. What a brand indeed. They are probably one of the nicest. Now, that link you sent me doesn't work. It doesn't work because you've got to be logged in. I'm not logged in as your account, so obviously that's not going to work, okay? That's trying to get this to work whilst I'm talking on camera. Now, I got to tell you there, seriously, what do I think of these pieces you've bought? Well, they're beautiful. You've got some really cool pieces, beautiful dress watches. We got the Richard Lange Saxonia, beautiful. You've got the what else you've got there? You got this is tricky to understand. White. There you go. Okay. Then you got how many? Three. You've added three. Oh, two Langes. Oh, sorry, a Lange. What the hell have you got here? You've got the Lange and Son Richard Lange. Okay, let me just. Sorry, I'm a bit confused because you sent me all these pictures. 232.032. Let's have a look. Da-da. Here we go. Oh yes, that's gorgeous. That's a beautiful. Yeah, Richard. I actually quite like that. That's the Richard Lange. Okay, beautiful piece. Okay, you've got that. You have got Oh, you had the Patek last time. I decided to add the Patek that we last time. Okay, you got the Patek. The Patek's great. Yes. Yes, yes, that's good. Patek is beautiful. And I quite like the Patek. Yep, sorry, you didn't have the Patek last time. You got the Patek. And you have got the Vacheron Patrimony. Yeah, 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 baby. That is beautiful. So, the thing is, interesting, you're talking about the AP Jules Audemars. I tend to stay away from that. That has always been a very soft model. AP is really a Royal Oak brand. Everything else they try just doesn't sell. You've got the Royal Oak, you've got the Royal Oak Offshore series, and then everything else, the Code 1159 disaster. The Jules Audemars, let me tell you that, they are virtually unsellable. Virtually unsellable. If you want conservative dress watches, Patek and Lange, stay away from AP. No, don't do that at all. Definitely don't. I seriously would not. Seriously wouldn't do that. No. I think the Jules Audemars Cove has one at Luxuria in Sydney, and he's been actually. I think he may have got rid of that, but I can tell you now, they are impossible to shift. Let me just say that. What else from Patek and Lange should be on my radar? Look, it all depends on the deal. The deal is very important. I think, a great watch without a date. I actually like the same view. Years ago, I had a Royal Oak, and the date mechanism always fiked up. I had a quartz one, and it fiked up, and I also had an automatic 14790 date mechanism, because it's such a delicate watch. I hate having the wrong date. It gets very, after it's a bit old, that is really the weak point. Interestingly enough, Pateks without dates. The world time is a complication that doesn't have a date. That's kind of an interesting one. The Lange itself there, Lange 1 I was going to say, but that's a date kind of watch there as well. Look, I think you've kind of nailed it there. They have some great gondolas. Gondolo, the 5196 classic Patek. But I think you kind of got that. So I'd have to say you've probably got. I tend to add, maybe the only thing I could say is I would say maybe you need a steel sports watch for sweaty hot days, because I did the same thing. I went all Patek, and my beater was my Reverso. And then I realized, you know what? These are all on leather straps. All the Pateks were precious metal. The Reverso was steel. The steel was soft. I'm thinking, this just doesn't. I kind of think you may need to have a steel watch in the collection there. I think steel is a great thing to have. Hot days, sweaty days. You want something steel and waterproof. And I've kind of come full circle. I've actually coming back to Rolex for that reason. And I think that's what you've got to understand. Rolex, a modern Rolex, waterproof, it's just such a livable watch. So I'd possibly add some steel Rolex Sports. That's what I would add. Something maybe modern you can use, and I would definitely be doing that. But great collection. I love the dress watches. I love them. And I I'm a bit in the same quandary myself with the Patek's. You know, I would love to get the grand complications. Oh, they're terribly expensive. I would say, you know, I'd say a Reverso, maybe at a Reverso. That's a great. Maybe a Jaeger LeCoultre Master Control. You got to buy this stuff used, mind you, because, you know, you don't want to pay retail. But I would definitely say maybe a Rolex for bad, you know, hard. You can't always wear a dress kind of watch. And I think it's nice to have a Rolex so you can admire your other pieces. So that's my advice there. Great collection. I love all the dress stuff, but I would please consider Rolex. Add Rolex. I would seriously say don't forget to add a little bit of Rolex there and enjoy the collection. Okay, guys. Like, subscribe, tell your friends. I need some more paid reviews. Running very empty, very empty. Please get a paid review done. Like, subscribe, tell your friends. $50 US. Guys, I can't survive on Google Ads. I need the paid reviews to keep me going. Without these paid reviews, I would really sink fast. So, guys, help us out. I'm ArchieLuxury. I'll see you in the next one. $50 US paid review. Look down below in the description. Get one now. I need your help. See you later, guys. Hi, guys. ArchieLuxury. And who do I recommend in America? In America, who do I recommend for quality pre-owned wristwatches? David SW, David SW, David SW. Go to davidsw.com. He is the best, the greatest pre-owned dealer in all of the United States of America. David SW, David SW, David SW. Hey guys, ArchieLuxury. Who do I recommend for watches in Brisbane and Sydney? Vintage Watch Co. That's correct. Vintage Watch Co. in Brisbane Arcade in Brisbane and the Strand Arcade in Sydney. Vintage Watch Co. Brisbane and Sydney. Ronnie, I've known him since the late 90s. Ronnie is a top bloke. Luke is a great guy. Vintage Watch Co. That is who I recommend in Australia. Check out Vintage Watch Co. and the guys' amazing range of watches. They also do service and repairs. Vintage Watch Co. That is where the Pontiff goes. You know, some of my Patek's came from Vintage Watch Co. That's right, guys. Vintage Watch Co.